Hey everybody, my name is Katie. I'm a registered dietitian with NoCo Sports Nutrition, and I'm going to be starting to do some videos in which I'm going to kind of do little blurbs about nutrition and things that I'm noticing, different trends, maybe even following up on different supplements and things like that, and just doing a quick talk about that, trying to just put out some quick information and education so that people can kind of follow that and, not have to comb through the crap that they find on the internet. That's mostly not helpful. So the one thing I wanted to mention today is I've just been finding some things kind of disturbing lately regarding different diets that are out there and some of the language regarding those diets. The reason this kind of spurred me to kind of talk about this was that I was on YouTube and I was watching a short video that a dietitian did about the ketogenic diet. And she had some really good information that she talked about the research, just kind of mentioned the things that would be beneficial when following the ketogenic diet. But then she also had several points that were really good about how the diet isn't going to work for everyone and how you have to be careful if you have a history of an eating disorder, you're worried about disordered eating, just lots of good points. What I found disturbing about it was looking at the comments. Now, I probably shouldn't have looked at the comments. I think that's the big, also probably a good thing to kind of have avoided, but I did. I looked at them and I noticed that there was a lot of language in there about things like the ketogenic lifestyle. And I followed this. This is all like, how dare you say this about this diet? There's all these things that it did to benefit me, which is fantastic because it probably benefits a lot of people. However, it was starting to get very dogmatic just about how, oh, this diet worked for me and it should work for everyone, and how, you're putting out bad information, although, obviously a lot of these people hadn't actually looked at the research, and they were following this diet and starting to kind of have this sort of religious dogma about it, which is very disturbing. No diet should ever be akin to a religion. Your identity should never be about what diet that you're following. That is pretty dangerous. I see this also with paleo and vegan. And not to say that there's necessarily anything wrong with these diets. They can be helpful for different people. The problem is that everybody's so individual that we can't really say that one specific diet's going to work for everyone. That's totally not true, and I think the evidence is pretty obvious about that. You have people with extremely good success on a plant-based diet and others who are doing extremely well on keto. But I've also known people who've tried keto who have failed miserably and had bad, cholesterol numbers and bad health parameters and felt like crap. So, that happens as well, but maybe that same person tries something more moderate with carbs or even a little bit higher carb and they do much better. And that's just because everybody is the individual with their genetics. Some people tolerate carbs better. Some people just happen to do better on high fat, and that's just the way we are. We are different, and that's what's so wonderful about us too. So keep in mind that whenever you're looking on the internet and you see someone make such a claim as, this should be the diet everyone's following, carbs are the devil, and they sort of make these claims, it's a huge red flag. Either that person is trying to sell you something, which is very likely, either they're trying to sell you a really expensive program, or generally it's a supplement or something like that, or they have some other kind of agenda, or they really don't know that much about nutrition. Sometimes it's dangerous when you just know a little bit, you think you know a lot. I kind of experienced that in graduate school when I was learning about nutrition. I thought at some point I was like, wow, I know so much. And then I started to learn more. And then the more I learned, the more I realized, wow, like I don't know everything about nutrition. I know a lot and I know enough to help people, but I don't know everything that's out there, and I want to keep learning. And so it's really dangerous when you sort of get someone that seems to feel as if they know everything, or that they seem to feel one approach is going to be appropriate for everyone, and they're trying to have this sort of dogmatic approach to nutrition. Definitely run the other way. Not worth it. You're going to get yourself in trouble. So just something to think about. I wanted to kind of put that out there because obviously kind of going off on a rant here, but I wanted to put it out there because it's something that's really been bothering me. And I'm hopeful it's useful for other people to hear this and realize that no, that maybe this approach isn't working for them and there's another way. So anyways, hopefully you find that useful. I'll keep trying to put more videos out there here and there. Let me know if there's anything you want me to talk about. I'd love to kind of do the research and look into other things that you're hearing or seeing or supplements and kind of get back to you about that. So thanks a lot, and I'll see you next time.